This is Dr. K, and today I want to talk to you about what I believe most of us are finding ourselves in. So I'm in Austin, Texas. I'm visiting my loved ones here, and I cannot help but notice how being in a place that's more nature centric or more connected to the jungle, or a lot of these places that I've really enjoyed traveling over the last years, versus being in a city and being in a very intense place right now on the planet, which there's so much news, there's so much media, there's so much cell phone towers. I'm watching these towers just quadruple stacked with all this 5G madness and all this. And there's a sense of despair in a lot of people. You know, they're doing stuff. There's a lot of really successful people like Preston Smiles and Aubrey Marcus and infinite amounts of podcasters. JP Spears is here, in Austin, and all these really good men, all these really good women, very tapped in men and women. And there's a lot of us that are feeling this overall sense of impending doom because let's face it, folks, the world is a changing place. And it's heavy what's going on. There's all types of things that are likely, very possibly, to affect us. And I think a lot of people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to get on that timeline. They want to stay in the high vibe tribe and all this kind of stuff. And it's all good. And there is this heaviness. Ultimately, whatever we're up against on this planet right now, and I'm not sure exactly what it is. I don't really fully know. I don't think that any of us really know. And trying to get my lighting better here. But what I do feel we're ultimately up against is some level of awareness, some level of consciousness, some level of something that wants to control. You got to do this, you got to do that, and you got to do all these rules. And by the way, we're going to change the whole freaking monetary system. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. And no matter what that is in your belief system, it's ultimately the same energy, and there's this energy of domination. But I want to remind us that we, as a people that are aware and awake in this moment in time, there's different versions of it. I've got friends that they drink a 6-pack of beer and that's pretty much it for the evening. But then I've got people that are really devoted into their path, into a deeper awareness and deeper listening. So when I say deeper awareness, that's what I mean. And it is very much our moment, guys. This is a very exciting and cool time. And I also get down. I also get depressed. I'm also watching all these videos about the monetary system and about the medical system and about freedom and about food and about, all these folks that are at the border right now. Something like 20,000 Haitians are at the border. We've got crises across all levels. And in these crises, it's like, whoa, this is way too much. Now, the beauty of this is it's going to bring us back to the temple, which is internally to us. Even if they close our churches, our synagogues, and our places of worship down, this is where we come back to. And that's the beauty of tragedy. And if there is more tragedy coming, and I believe, unfortunately, there is, then we as a people need to recognize that we are not alone in this. There's how many billions of people on the planet? 7 point whatever billion. It's changing all the time. I can hardly keep up. And, I did this event one time in Guatemala at Lake Atitlan, which was very, very inspiring and impactful. And it was showing the impact of you, the one person. And they light this one candle, and then that candle goes to this next person, and that candle lights the next person's and the next person's. And there was a group of probably 200 of us there, I'd say, and it just grew over the whole thing. Before you know it, the whole thing was candlelit. And a lot of people were really in tears because you see the impact in that. Now, there may be this overpowering, dominating force. Who knows exactly what that is in this moment? And we, as individuals connected to our God consciousness, to our supernova soul, to our awareness that there is nothing nothing they can take from us. If you leave this planet intact with your spirit and your soul, then you have won the show. Because none of the other stuff, all of the buildings you build and the cars and all the bullshit that we work so hard to do and achieve in order to get love, in order to feel like we've done it, it's all goes through the eye of the needle, and it's all shaved away. And the only thing you pop out on the other side of who knows what, because I don't really know. I've been really in thinking like, what is what? This is the freaking Truman Show right now. The only thing that pops out on the other side is us and our soul. I believe in the soul. I believe in something much greater. I don't think I'm beating my heart right now or running my kidneys and filtrating all of the filtrate and all the glomeruli and running all my little cilia muscles and my erector pili when it gets cold. Like I'm not consciously doing that, which means that there's another miraculous thing that's going on right now. You know, the wind, I'm not affecting the wind right now. I'm not blowing the wind, I should say. I'm not burning the sun. I'm not hanging the earth and spinning the globe and swirling the cosmos. Like, I don't know how to do any of that shit. That means there's something else besides and beyond us, I feel. And in a moment of great change and possible tragedy, which I feel may be coming more, and I feel that's part of the plan, this is the time where those of you that are sick and tired of witnessing this vision that is underfolding of more control, more power, more all of this stuff, more silencing, this is where you burn and you shine your heart and your love and your service. And even if it's in your one-on-one conversations, right? If they're constricting you out there, do it in your one-on-one conversations. Share this love, share this power, go back to the temple, go back to the original creation, which is nature, right? Go sit under the tree. I cannot tell you how important it is for me coming back into a city. God bless Austin. I love this town and I love my community and my family here. I cannot, it was such a powerful experience, right? To recognize like, wow, it's just a lot of concrete, a lot of cars. And, you know, you can still connect with nature in the cities, but for me, it's the awareness of once you have people in the soup of life and it's so busy and it's really hot, you drop in from like a place, from an outside place, you're like, whoa, this is some spicy shit, you know? And it really makes me grateful for the fact that I feel more drawn to the direction of the trees and the direction of the forest. And I just say, honor that in yourself, own that in yourself, know that you are not alone. There is, I don't know, tens of thousands, probably millions of people. I mean, there's billions, but the ones that are aware on the level of wanting to become more aware and be like, wait a second, nothing is what I thought it was. This is like the Truman Show. Like, we're all going through that process, but some of us, it's now this avalanche of awakening. You're like, whoa, this whole thing's a freaking setup. And that's a powerful moment in human history. And that may be what we're in for here. But in that is why you're here. All that other stuff that you accumulate or think you want, and I've gone through moments of gain and loss of that kind of shit, this is the moment where your soul and your heart and your spirit that is purified through the eye of the needle, right? Where nothing else gets through is the point in that. Not necessarily a biblical reference, but it's through that eye of the needle that all that other shit is going to drop away. So focus on what will fit through the eye of the needle. Your soul, your spirit, your love, your heart, your vision, your service, your passion, and what you want to see in creating the new earth, which is an earth that is evolved beyond being gaslit and bullshit by everything from your family and your parents to your teachers to your all of it, all the control systems. This is your time. And you are not alone. And you are like one of those many, many, many millions others that are carrying their flame. Billions to be soon. We're carrying our flame. We're carrying our truth forward. We're carrying our sovereignty and service forward. And I just want you to remember that today. I need to hear it myself. I need to hear it myself. But man, there ain't nothing stopping me now. There ain't nothing stopping me. And I ask that you join me in that. And you do it from getting back to center. Turn off some of the negative stuff, turn off some of the overwhelm. Get back to center. Get back to you. Have a conversation with whoever beats your heart. I don't know who it is for you. You'll figure it out. If you don't know of anything that beats your heart, go talk to a tree. Actually, don't say anything. Let the tree talk to you. If you get out of the way and realize this whole thing is the Truman Show, you'll realize there's so much more magic in you and in nature and of all of creation than we were ever taught. And that's why it was deleted from the history books. Instead of learning under the trees, we chopped them down and put a bunch of shit that we made up in those books. Not the books aren't great, but it's a diversion of what the original creation was, and it's straight us. So let's get back to it. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.